He's in his knees.
Yeah, I think we need to.
You know, I learned something from a guy once on the last AYL episode that I filmed.
What's that?
He walked the snow first.
What?
I know.
It's always good to travel
I have to.
with Hunter, who has extra gas. Yeah, I was thinking 7.
Yeah, that's not what I was doing. Holy mud spray!
Dude. Wait, hang on.
All I'm saying is the fence wasn't originally here when the cemetery was here. I can tell that it's later dated. But they had to put it up because people were just dying to get in here.
We just finished up with the Boise Off-Road and Outdoor Expo.
Yes, we did.
We're up here at Bogus Basin, and we're gonna go for a ride in Idaho.
Yes, we are. We got invited by Squatch Juice to come out here on a ride with their crew. And so we took some time off and we're gonna go play with Brandon and his guys. This is Brandon with Squatch Juice. Brandon, good to see you.
Yeah, you too, guys. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about what we're doing today and why we're here.
So we're going to be doing a 100-mile loop starting right here at Bogus Basin. We're going to take these back roads, 37 miles to Idaho City. So we're going to go and have some fun in the snow. We're going to have some fun on these back roads. You're going to see some scenic routes that are just going to be mind-blowing. But we're going to get down to Idaho City. We're going to have some food. We got some hot springs for you, Phil.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are we gonna hit some closed roads or?
As of right now, no. Everything looks like it's still open. The only thing that I'm really concerned about is snow. If there's too much snow in the back, we'll have to turn around and come back. But you get to see some of the greatest country Idaho's got to offer, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
For me, this is like going back to my childhood. I grew up going out into the forests of Idaho, and my grandpa had a wood stove store. We'd go log in the fall and just spending the time up in the forests up here. This is my childhood. So this is really cool for me to be able to reconnect to that.
So Phil, it has become painfully obvious to me that you love type 2 fun. It's the part about the getting stuck, the getting lost, the problem solving. Type 1 fun, beaches, cocktails, easy parties, picnics, right? What it is about type 2 fun that calls to you?
I think you nailed it with the problem solving. Man, check this out. Whoa!
All the skinny pedal. All the skinny pedal. He's going sideways.
Well, you were talking about type 2 fun.
Here's some more of it.
Look at this, it's all so fluffy. Let's hope that these traction boards do good. I can get out, and then I'm just gonna hit this with speed and just not stop.
All right.
Yeah, this is cool. I've lived in Idaho pretty much my whole life, and this is like the second time I've ever ridden trails here. And this is sweet stuff.
Yeah, this is way fun. No, I'm so used to Eastern Idaho and like Island Park area. I would go over there all the time, but over here, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Being in the snow in the mountains with this kind of weather, I love everything about it. You're just coming out for the adventure, the beautiful weather, being up in the mountains, like that's what it's all about.
I think this trip's worth taking work off to come and do this.
Oh yeah.
Even with all the problems I'm having back at work, it's a nice little reset.
Yeah.
All right, we came through this stretch. It was pretty good for the bigger machine. We were having to rock back and forth to get traction and get it to bite down through. And this little guy, he came up through here. And it's doing pretty good for what it is, but I think it might need just a little bit of help. Sarah here, she's a rock star. We're just gonna put the strap on. We should be able to just pull him right through.
Are you good with the A-arm, or do you want
Especially where this thing has a flat skid plate on the bottom. It'll just be a little sled. It'll just be a toboggan. Maybe let's get your machine out with the traction boards. and get you up onto this upper one. The question is, what's ahead of us?
Yep.
Worse or better?
Probably gonna get worse.
Okay, so in that case, let's get these two machines out. That's totally you.
Ready?
The traction boards were right on point. You know, we had enough recovery equipment that,
We were prepared enough.
yeah, having a lot of fun. Way to go, guys. Oh!
You had
Wait.
one job. One
Didn't you
job.
just tell them to stay in the track? Ah.
No, okay, okay. I see it now. You slid into it. I'll give you that. It did. It pulled him into it.
If you look around the group of us, you'll find that most of us have big old smiles on our faces because we're getting to solve problems and use tools that we paid good money for that we told our wives that we just picked up along the way, you know?
Right. And we might as well call them toys. Use your toys that you paid good money for. Because they are tools, but it's just playtime at that point, right?
For us, yes.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun, man. We got all the way back here, right almost to the back side of the mountain, and we hit about 4 feet of snow. Snow's starting to get a lot softer, so we're starting to sink a lot more.
Yeah. I think we're gonna call it, and I think we're gonna go back. Let's get down to Idaho City, where we've got our hotel and our hot springs.
Yes.
And we can have some side-by-side adventures there.
Let's do it. Let's go.
This really wasn't where we planned lunch spot at.
No, but it's got a great view.
Yeah, I'm just laughing at this. She's got hardly any. You've got it pretty good. She's got the worst, and I have a little bit.
It makes me sparkly. It's fine.
Idaho has sparkly mud.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It was good times.
You know, it's sort of sad to see him back on the trailers, but we're gonna go down to Idaho City. We're gonna make the best out of this.
You got Forest Service land that goes for miles. You also got regular dirt trails that perfect for side-by-sides. So just sticking to the main road, and there's Morris Creek Summit, so it's great for snowmobiles, skiing, and walking the snow trails up in there. They branch off in every direction.
Oh, we finally made it here to Idaho City. We have these sweet cabins from the gold mine, and it looked pretty cool from the outside. Oh, nice. Dude, that's cool.
Gold Mine Bar and Grill, as well as hotel, Steve Ellis's establishment. Fun, friendly, family-oriented place to stay for the night, as well as enjoy the bar. And we do have bands on Friday and Saturday nights.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Hey, thank you, Brandon.
Cheers.
Yeah, thank you guys. Cheers.
Thank you.
Squatch juice.
Squatch juice.
Springs Resort of Idaho City, another great establishment. They have grown throughout the years. They got a lot of friendly staff.
Seeing that view there with the sun on those trees, on those bright green trees, it's gorgeous. And it even smells piney too. It just is that.
I grew up on aquifer water.
Okay.
And this is, for me, this is another thing connecting my childhood to this whole thing. So,
Brother, I'm so glad you made it.
And where we've been playing in the snow,
Front of the trailer.
now
Right.
the cold, like it's so nice to get in here and just, it's super relaxing. I love a good natural hot spring with no front desk and, you know, mud to get there. Like, it's a lot of fun, but also it is also really nice sometimes to just walk into a place that's just clean and ready for you and has water on the side.
he was over at his toolbox getting his tools out. I'm about ready to get the transmission out of this car.
Curiosity got the better of me this morning, and I wanted to know where the word Idaho came from, because you would think that maybe it's a Native American word or something like that. Well, it turns out it was a made-up word that someone said was a Native American word, but it actually wasn't. And it was actually slated to be the name of Colorado, but they found out last minute it was a made-up word, and they switched it to Colorado.
Oh.
But now here we are, Idaho City, in the state of Idaho.
Idaho City was once the largest city in the Northwest. It was even bigger than Portland. It had 7,000 people in this little town.
Well, it was a gold rush city, which brings out all sorts of people.
Yeah.
Not usually the best kind of people.
No, in fact, they had a special place for them that we're going to visit later, that they wound up in sooner or later.
The jail or the cemetery?
The cemetery.
Or both?
This was one of the most violent cities in the United States at the time.
Is that right? What year was that?
Oh, I think 1862 was the rush, and then the cemetery just filled up from all the people. They had a lot of Chinese immigrants here, all sorts of people up here. Of course, you know, everything that supports the town.
Right, for sure. And we're seeing all these different buildings that do support the town, the jail, the blacksmith shop, the hotel. Cool street with all these historic buildings.
This town obviously was mostly wood because that's what they built out of back then.
Right.
But it burned down a lot of times. This town has been plagued by fires from its beginning.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, they've got another firehouse. The second fire in 1867 destroyed 440 buildings, and it still had a town left. That just shows you how big the town was.
440 buildings. That is so much.
Yeah. 60 days they built it back.
Really?
If you needed something built, blacksmith. I love the old blacksmith shops because when I'm looking at that, I'm like, yeah, this is the hub of what really kept the whole town together. You know, blacksmith shop, you just so much of your quality of life and your repairs and your maintenance and stuff.
For historical context, I want to point out this. Hey, y'all need to see this. This blacksmith shop right here. It looks all pretty and put together, and the tools are all laid out right. But Phil he's kind of the guy that would be the blacksmith of the town if we were back in this area, right? So what you need to picture behind here is about 25 broken down wagons and other tractor material that are his someday projects that he's going to get to. So it wasn't all green grass back then. There would have been a whole bunch of projects out back.
But then you've got your cop shop, your clink right over here. This guy's been in there for a while.
Well, and I was just reading here on the sign, they're talking about how this wasn't just like a jail. It was also if you got a disease that was, you know, could be easily spread, that they'd put you in here until you either got better or didn't.
No idea how many people are actually still buried here because there's still unmarked graves where there's no headstone, there's nothing, but there's bodies buried. We don't know how many.
Diana and I were commenting on how many of these graves feel decorated. Like there's flags on them or trinkets or big flowers and stuff, which feels like a lot for such a small little town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it better? Like, did they get here and were they like, yeah, this is better than where we were?
Yeah.
Did they ever feel like, yes, like this was worth the journey,
Or did they
leaving
just come here miserable?
leaving our home, or did they have regrets? Were they
Well, I
like,
bet you
this
if they
wasn't
moved over as a family, and some people loved it, some people hated it. He loved it, she hated it, or vice versa,
Yeah.
you know?
See, it's not actually the better life that people are chasing. It's the dream and the goal and the vision of a better life that actually fuels people's purpose.
So here's an example of two graves. You have no idea who they are. They're unmarked. The graves were here. They weren't here before. It's just like this wood thing that in the grave maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came in and said, well, whoever it is, they deserve a proper headstone, but they don't know who it is, so they can't mark it. We're probably 200 yards from the side-by-side.
Yeah.
You can still see it goes way back there. I mean, it just goes everywhere.
Brandon, this is super cool. I'm really glad you brought us up here and we were able to check out a lot of the history and stuff up here. Where are we going next?
Yeah, you're more than welcome. We're going to be heading to Rabbits Creek. So this is a place that I've come to quite a bit, and it goes for miles and miles back. And there's a lot of little offshoots that you can take. There's a tower that we can try to find. It's an old watchtower.
Well, that would be cool.
Yeah, so we're going to try to find it.
I think Neil really wants some more snow.
It's probably going to be pretty dusty. But I think that's going to be better than the snow that we had yesterday, huh?
Yeah, snow and mud versus dust. I'll take the dust. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, let's mount up.
Let's go.
All right, guys, we're out of here. You guys ready?
It is a gorgeous day out here, but it is also time for this week's weekly sticker winner. Bruce and Dana Ray, congratulations. You are the lucky winner of an EasyFlate Air Boost. EasyFlate covers all of your portable air compressor needs. Visit easyflate.com for more information. Congratulations, Bruce and Dana, and be sure to send us an email, message us on Facebook, or leave us a voicemail to claim your prize.
All the snow! Go make snow angels. There's so many trails here. Like,
It's insane.
yeah. I never really realized how much riding there is here.
Well, and I was looking on Onyx off-road, and like it's literally just a spider web. Like as far as you zoom out, it's nothing but trails.
That's wild.
We gotta come bring our truck and do some overlanding camping out here,
Oh, that'd be so fun.
or bring the side-by-side back up.
Yeah,
Or dirt
that would be
bikes.
so awesome. Dirt biking would be fun.
So yeah, we put lion's mane in it.
Lion's mane?
Lion's mane. It's a mushroom.
Okay.
So very, very healthy for you. That was like kind of the key factor that I wanted for squash juice, was the whole mental aspect of it, right? Because that's what we're advocating. No caffeine, it's a non-stim. So if you're trying to get off, caffeine, that helps you stay focused and dialed. And actually, that's what I'm drinking right now.
This is what I love about being out here, man. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous views.
The nice thing is it's already been kind of packed down by other people.
Yeah, we're not the first ones up here, that's for sure.
I think that was our problem yesterday, was we were the first ones back there.
We need to come up here and ride more often.
Yeah, we do. We actually got all these little tiny patches of snow. This makes me feel like my neck is red and my collar is blue.
I don't know where you get these things sometimes.
From you!
I don't think I've ever said that.
I'm pretty sure you have.
Yeah. Sure.
For having a mild winter, we've sure had a really late spring.
Well, we made it back to the gold mine.
We made it back.
Yeah, although I'd have to say that today wasn't nearly as sketchy as yesterday.
No, it wasn't as sketchy. I mean, we made it all the way up to the top, almost to that tower, and it got a little bit more snowy, and it was snowing on us.
Yeah.
So that was
And Neil was complaining about the snow.
I wasn't
I know.
complaining or whining.
Yeah,
Or whatever complaining.
He was like, we're not gonna have any snow, are we? I'm like, no, when we get up to
Yeah,
the top.
you promised.
I break promises a lot.
But
Sorry.
no, I-
Hidden pinky promise.
I almost made a pinky promise, but that seemed a little. Never mind, I can't say that. I will say though that your guys' roads up here in this area are super nice. Like they're not all rocky and bumpy. I mean, they are
Well maintained.
well maintained, graded. It's a little bit sandy, a little bit dirty. Like it was good riding.
Yeah, had a lot of fun going around those corners.
The snow, even though there was snow, the snow was fabulous. We found that little hut at the top.
Yes.
We were expecting to see Sasquatch up there.
Yeah, we didn't have time. We didn't, we were so busy just focusing on trying to get up to the tower, get through the snow. We missed Sasquatch. But I think when you guys come back, if you guys do come back to do the loop, we might be able to see Sasquatch.
What I want to come back and do is that they had that single track up through there. I love riding mountain single track, and that looks like an awesome trail.
So this place up here, Idaho City, has been known to actually hold like one of the world's like best single track races. So people come from all over the nation, and this whole entire city is completely packed full of like dirt bike racers, and they go through and they do like a whole bunch of single track. Like there's single track for miles being up in here.
That's a reason to come back. That and that hot spring from last night.
Yes.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That hot spring just relaxed me so much I even forgot about putting fuel in the machine. So
we all
fortunately we all came through. Hunter came through with that pinch little bit of fuel, and off we go.
And I'm glad that I made it back because my engine light went out when I came on.
Yeah.
So
that just means you finally broke it in.
Finally broke something.